Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? So here's a question for you. Why is the National Guard being deployed during the Great American Eclipse? Um, they are only supposed to be deployed in emergency situations, or is that all changing now? Because these days, the National Guard is being used for all sorts of things. For example, hundreds of National Guard soldiers are being used to check the bags of those riding the subway system in New York City. And that sets a very alarming precedent. And I don't understand why more people aren't upset about this. And now we've learned that the National Guard troops will be deployed during the Great American Eclipse on April 8th. So, what in the world did they expect to happen during this eclipse? I mean, without a doubt, it will be certainly a historic event because virtually everyone in North America will be able to view at least a partial eclipse. I mean, the further away you are from the path, the less of the eclipse you'll see, obviously. But even in places like Seattle, Portland, Oregon, which are far from the path, about one third of the sun will be hidden. So on April 8th, I understand that millions of Americans will be traveling to locations where they'll be able to be in the path of the total solar eclipse. Oklahoma is being touted as one of the best states for that, and it is being reported that Oklahoma National Guard will provide first responders as well as units with hazmat response capabilities. I mean, I can understand that they feel the need to be prepared, but bringing the National Guard in is overkill, don't you think? I mean, residents of Oklahoma are being urged to stock up on gas and food prior to the eclipse, and they're also being instructed to have multiple forms of communication besides your cell phone. I mean, seriously, they want people to do all of this for an eclipse that's going to last for a few minutes. Actually, Oklahoma is not the only state that's issuing these warnings. At least I think it's like four other states. I believe it's four other states that are telling their citizens to stock up. I mean, I realize that these areas are in the direct path, okay, of the total eclipse, and they are anticipating large numbers of visitors, but it feels like authorities are really going overboard. I mean, just okay. Hayes County, Texas, they're telling their residents that there's going to be parking issues, so lack of parking, fees for parking, having to park and walk to your destination. Please park only in designated areas and not on private property or in areas that cause safety issues. There's going to be traffic delays and road closures, longer wait times at restaurants. So consider cooking at home instead, or bring a small cooler with ready to eat food. More congestion, pedestrians and cars, delayed 911 response, cell service interruption or lack of service, higher than normal stress levels, or heated tempers. Credit card machines are not going to be working, so bring cash. Why would credit card machines not work? A- And why would phone service be interrupted? I don't understand. Okay, we've had how many eclipses? And never once has this ever happened before. In Arkansas, they actually held a live training exercise that simulated emergencies that might happen during the eclipse. I mean, personally, I'm not expecting a major disaster or an emergency on the day of the eclipse, but you never know. I mean, I could be wrong. This could be a black swan event. I mean, it certainly is like inevitable that there will be a lot more surprises this year, as the year rolls along. I mean, okay, there was a recent interview done with Tucker Carlson. Ron Paul, okay, he was a former U.S. representative. He specifically warned about the potential for a black swan event. So this could be, I mean, the giant X over America that the Great American Eclipse of 2017 started will be completed by the Great American Eclipse of 2024. And as the Great American Eclipse of 2024 moves across the nation, the sun, the moon, and the other seven planets in our solar system will all be lined up in the sky. So our entire solar system is literally screaming that this day is so important. And you would think that more people would be talking about the giant X that is about to be completed directly over the New Madrid fault zone, among other things. But regardless of what one might think and what might be coming, it's always a good time to examine your life. Make sure you get right and start acting right. I mean, that's my best advice. Besides stocking up and just staying home and yeah, cooking from scratch like we always do anyways. Yeah, get right and start acting right. No kidding. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Okay. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.